One of the biggest problems that we faced when we arrived was the historic facilitation from the south, the Pakistan border in Baram Chah, and the movement of fighters and weapons north into Garmsir and then up the Helmand River Valley. These are traditional smuggling routes that the Taliban had taken advantage of to enable them to move their fighters and their equipment with relative ease. And when we arrived in March, 1st Marine Division already had a plan to go down there and dismantle this facilitation node and to interdict the route from the south. So they planned an operation, they handed it off to us, and we executed. In fact, D-Day, if you will, was the day that we transferred authority here between 1st Marine Division and 2nd Marine Division. And I think it's important to note that we were able to sustain execution of that operation. We were able to execute a seamless transition with 1st Marine Division. We always talk about the fact that we stand on the shoulders of those that have gone before us, and in this case we were able to maintain the momentum that they had gained over the course of several months in the past year that they were here. So even as we rotated headquarters, we never stopped our operations. So the day we assumed command, we've got forces, 3rd LAR, down there along the Pakistan border. They conducted operations clearing the bazaar for 3 or 4 days down there. Then they pulled back from the border and established a patrol base, and we maintained continuous pressure and interdiction in the south for the next 8 months, with the LAR units rotating down there and continuing to disrupt that facilitation. As we're finishing that clearing op and establishing that permanent presence, sort of simultaneously, RCT-1 begins disruption operations in Garmsir, Nawa, and Marja. And RCT-1 with 4 battalions executes about 45 days of disruption leading up to May, which is the historical start of the fighting season. And the complementary effects between the LAR operation and the sustained presence and the interdiction in the south and the disruption up there in Nawa, Garmsir, and Marja, as we approached what would be the traditional beginning of the fighting season, really just smothered the enemy and dismantled any potential that they had to begin and execute what they would call the spring offensive. So what we saw last year in May and June was no real spring offensive, no beginning of the fighting season as they had witnessed in the spring of 2010.